People have been talking about this. Tesla has announced that they will be stopping production this year of the Model S and the Model X.
Whoops.
These are their OG flagship, longest running vehicles. So they made the Tesla Roadster originally, which was essentially a Lotus Elise that had the guts removed and turned into an electric car, which is a fun project. But then they started making their own car, the Tesla Model S, which has been, I guess it's 15 plus years of Tesla Model S and being a flagship and what Tesla puts their latest and greatest technologies in. And then Model X, which is the big SUV with the Falcon Wing doors and the sort of relative performance in that price category. It's the most expensive cars. And they've announced that they're going to be stopping production of them to make space for production of the Optimus robot in that factory. Apparently, so they were making them all in that one factory, and they will be making that space for Optimus robots.
This does not bode too well for the 2017 Roadster.
That's what I was thinking. So my initial thought is it's not actually that surprising, I think. The Model S and X didn't sell a ton. It was always like a light refresh here, a light refresh there. You know, the Plaid came out, that was sort of a big update, and then again, light refresh here and there. So it kind of ended up looking the same for a long time, which a lot of people noticed, but they didn't put as much, or I guess they put much more attention on Model 3 and Model Y and expanding those into a ton of different markets, and obviously a lot more people buy these less expensive vehicles. If you look at the sales breakdown now for 2025, Tesla Model 3 and Y are 90-something% of their sales.
Wow.
And
Oh my
1.6 million produced, and then S, X, and Cybertruck combined was 53,900.
Whoa.
So,
Combined?
So on paper, it's not actually that insane to just stop making.
That's worldwide, too.
That's worldwide, yeah.
Holy moly.
So that's the peek behind the curtain. Them justifying it with the
Optimus
robot,
robots.
I don't know if that even matters at all to me. I guess you could be optimistic and use that as justification.
It feels like just something they're saying to make it seem like they're not just totally quitting on it. They're like, oh no, we have bigger and better things that we're working on better.
There's a ton
Real
of
or not.
a ton of businesses that cut their 5% loss leaders, and that's not like a shocking headline. It's just we've become so familiar with Model S and Model X over time. They've been such staples that it's kind of like, oh, they're actually going away. Wow.
And it feels crazy because it feels like it was just yesterday that they released the Plaid models. I mean, it was a few years ago at this point. I think it was only a few months after I started working here that they released those.
Yeah.
But I remember writing in yours when you first got it, and I was like, holy moly.
Yeah, that was the first time that I remember Tesla not delivering something that they said they would. So they've been various versions of this. Remember Model 3? They were
Wait.
Not? What
Well,
about the Roadster?
Roadster's 2017.
No. Okay, so I guess officially canceling would be my version of that, because they'd said that they're going to make Plaid and Plaid Plus.
Oh, yeah.
And then Plaid came out, and then they officially went, we're not going to make Plaid Plus anymore, and then converted those pre-orders to Plaid.
Got it.
And I was like, oh, okay, they would do that. And they've had kind of versions of this in the past. Like they announced a bunch of specs for Model 3, and they sort of slowly adjusted that lineup. But yeah, there's been, they continue to claim they're going to make the Roadster, so they haven't canceled that project.
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me if the Cybertruck was also under consideration.
Yeah.
Maybe out of pride, they'll keep it going for a bit longer and see how sales go, but they have not gone well lately.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, obviously the combined total 50,000 produced of all three of those vehicles, it's not exactly shocking that they can still be a car company with just 3 and Y and be pretty fine.
Yeah.
When did Cybertruck first get announced?
Announced?
2020.
2019, right?
2020 or 2021.
How long did it take to come out?
It was either, I think it was early 2021, like March or something. The event date where he threw the ball and it broke the window was in 2020.
I have the video. I published those the night of November 22nd, 2019.
2019. Wow.
Yeah.
What?
So it came out 2023, so it took 4 years to come out. Do we think it lives longer than 4 years? So that would
lives longer than 4 years. So when's that?
Next year?
Next year?
No.
I think it could make
November?
it that long. Yeah.
That'd be pretty embarrassing if R2 got released and Cybertruck got shut down.
That would be tough. Yeah, R2 is supposed to be this year as well.
Yeah.
R2, though, is like
They're a bit different.
It's supposed to be their like mass market thing.
There's two other little Tesla things or Tesla related things in here. One thing we missed when we were talking about or maybe it just happened after, but remember we were talking about how full self-driving is going to subscription only model?
Yeah.
One thing it seems like they took away just from all Teslas is the auto steer, or at least auto steer on Model 3 and Model Y as like just a base option. Because their naming is always so confusing. Autopilot just comes with cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Terrible
not full
name.
self-driving. Yeah, full self-driving is the full suite. Autopilot is the lesser basic suite.
And then the auto steer is like automatic lane centering, right? Which at this point most cars have.
Most new cars.
Yeah, the 2026 base Corolla has auto lane. It seems like they just took it out of autopilot on Model 3 and Model Y.
On new ones?
It's just when you purchase them now, it's not listed in the features of what it comes with. There is still traffic aware cruise control, but I saw a bunch of people on Reddit on Twitter like, so we just lost all lane centering now. AKA, if you don't buy full self-driving, this is now like one of the least technologically advanced cars in terms of
The full
quote
self-driving.
unquote self-driving.
So they're trying to push people to spend the $99 a month.
Because part of Elon's giant $1 trillion performance package is based on 10 million active full self-driving subscriptions.
So that's one of the levers basically that Tesla is pulling to help try to push people towards buying full self-driving is by making the car that doesn't have full self-driving worse than normal by not having any sort of
what everyone
drive
thinks.
assist. I see.
It makes a lot of sense.
That seems like a horrible idea. Because there's all these other cars out there that have the equivalent of what they already have.
I think it's really hypocritical also to be like Teslas are the safest on the road because look at all these things they help do
then they
to
take it
like
away.
distracted drivers, but like take it away. It's like when they took away two-factor authentication on Twitter.
Yeah,
Like
and
for
then
just
put it behind a
and
paywall.
put it behind a paywall.
Yeah.
It feels like that. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
and then the other quick
Yeah.
thing. Do you want to talk about
Yeah, I'll talk about this. Okay, the other quick thing is that SpaceX basically acquired XAI or is merging with XAI.
I think you're right that they acquired XAI.
Yeah, and are merging with it by acquiring it. And XAI acquired X, Twitter. So the reason that people think that they're doing this, I mean, now it's the combined company is valued at over $1 trillion, which is insane. And I know that they have been talking about eventually taking it public, and it would be the first IPO to IPO over $1 trillion, which is just
How much of that
ridiculous.
trillion do you think comes from XAI versus SpaceX?
So that's the thing. Okay, SpaceX is hugely profitable. XAI is not. XAI is reportedly burning over $1 billion a month on both data center fees and employees, which is just insane.
light work. Sam Altman wishes that's all he was burning.
Yeah. Ironically, like they basically merged XAI and Twitter because Twitter was losing too much money, and now they're merging XAI/Twitter and SpaceX because XAI was losing too much money.
It's weird. That's just such a weird company. Sometimes I think about like Tesla was already kind of a weird company when you think about it, as far as the range of things that they would make. Yeah. What other car company makes both a $40,000 sedan and a $200,000 sports car, and it is what they would claim to make, and a semi-truck? And a pickup truck. Like I can't think of a car company that does all of them well.
Does Toyota have a sports car?
Do they have a $200,000 like supercar? And a semi-truck?
Don't they make trucks like? Aren't the big
Toyota
like
makes
16
trucks.
wheelers?
Toyota makes trucks.
I know
Yeah.
Volvo makes trucks. Like there's some,
No,
but
Toyota makes
Volvo's
big-ass
one.
trucks.
Yeah,
that was already strange to me.
I don't think Toyota makes semi-trucks.
No. Oh, sorry. I just meant like big pickup trucks. Okay,
yeah.
I don't.
But then the Tesla semi-truck. It's like what company does
I
all
forgot
these
that even
things?
exists.
So this is an even weirder set of companies.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a software company, an AI company. We also have a social network, and we also do rockets.
The way that Musk is trying
This
to
is so funny.
make this make any sense is he's saying that in order to scale AI, you're going to have to put data centers in space. And the only way to do that is with SpaceX. So now you're going to put these AI data centers in space that are powered by solar.
He's like doing the like pointing.
I can't
at the
wait.
whiteboard
And
thing.
then at the very end of his statement, he's like, and a free speech social media network. And it's like, how does that have anything to do with the rest of your industries? I don't know. It kind of feels like we're accelerating towards that sort of I feel like in like Back to the Future and like every sort of like future movie where there's a lot of dystopia going on, there's always the like Musk Industries type thing, and that's what this company is eventually going to become, because Tesla, I mean, they're getting rid of their main cars, they're having problems constantly. I would not be surprised if in 2 to 3 years Tesla also merged with SpaceX.
And then they added SpaceX rockets to the Roadster, and it finally ships, and it obviously was going to happen the whole time.
Finally, I don't know about finally ships, but he can make the excuse because he has said that they're going to put rocket boosters on the back of the Roadster.
He has said that.
He said many things.
Yes.
So you could see him making that argument, and I feel like they would just call it X Industries or something, and it's just everything. If he wanted to make the everything app, he is certainly making the everything company. I don't know about the everything app.
I feel like every time one of his companies merge, it's to like solve the problem of another company.
But
what is going to happen after space? Like when SpaceX and like, let's say they do this and then they need to keep growing. What do you merge with? There's nothing left.
Well, luckily SpaceX is actually bringing in a lot of revenue
for now, while the government is giving it all its money because it's defunding NASA. But like,
and Starlink brings in a lot of money. Yeah, Starlink brings in a ton of money.
Yeah, I do think the big point though is that like there wasn't enough liquid capital to keep
XAI running,
not even XAI running, but just keep XAI expanding.
Yeah,
to keep pace with its competitors. And so Elon was just like, well, I could tap into my other company's money. Sorry, investors.
It's like when Microsoft bailed out Apple, except you're bailing out yourself.
Ellis and I were talking about a tweet we saw earlier.
Bootstraps.
Alice and I both saw a tweet that was like, Elon's buying Twitter for the 3rd time.
Damn. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. I have a feeling that whatever I said in that clip was kind of a hot take, so do me a favor, and if you agree with my take in the clip, give us a thumbs up on this video. If you don't agree with my take, leave a comment down below. Thanks.